Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 5 more cheap cologne fragrances for the autumn fall of 2022. So let's just kick it off with number 1, and that's going to be Azzaro, but Azzaro Visit. This is an oldie, but it's a goldie. This came out, I believe, in either 2001 or 2003. The bottle is a little unique, you know, like the sprayer is actually here. So it's a really nice fragrance. So this has like ginger, cardamom, it's got nutmeg, incense, guaiac wood, it's got some sandalwood, but also some pink pepper. So this smells a little old. I'm not gonna deny it, but it smells so good. Now, if you like woody, warm, spicy, and smoky, incensey fragrances, this is one I guarantee that you're going to love, all right? This comes across as a little bit more mature. I don't think that someone in their like early 20s would really like this one. So I'm thinking like 30, 35 and older. This is what kind of like a dad would smell like. An older, mature father, all right? Me, I'm older, not so mature because I'm a bit of a child. You know, like that's what my wife says. I'm a bit of a man child. I can't grow up. That's just the way that God has created me. So when my wife asks, what's wrong with you? I say, well, that's what God created me, you know? But yes, this is a mature, classy fragrance for that guy out there who just wants a few fragrances in his collection. Doesn't want a large collection. He doesn't want more than 10 fragrances, really. This is a great signature scent. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. Daytime, nighttime, and longevity off this is solid. It's like 8 to 9 hours. Fragrance number 2 and 3 are not my favorites, but I have to add them to the list because they're quality. Especially number 2, it gets a lot of mention and it's very well loved. It just doesn't do well on my skin because I'm not really into really powdery scents. Burberry Touch. So again, this had to make the list because a lot of guys do like it. So this is like a warm, powdery fragrance with warm spices of pepper, nutmeg, musk, violet leaf, and artemisia. So this is airy, it's herbal, it's musky, and it's definitely powdery. I don't mind powdery fragrances. There's something in this scent that's just not meshing well with my skin chemistry, and that's okay. But this is one that you have to smell for yourself. I believe that they still sell these at the HBC, but also Macy's itself. I would not spend retail price for this because you can get this for about $30, $35 Canadian. For what you're paying, it's really good bang for your buck, and it's a pretty versatile fragrance. You know, dressing it down to dressing it up to like a semi-formal, not an overly formal fragrance, but like a suit and tie type of scenario would go very well. And longevity off this is really good actually, with 7 to 9 hours. Fragrance number 3, again, is not for me, but it had to make the cut as it's a good solid scent for what you're spending. It's just, for me, the note breakdown is just something that I personally don't enjoy. This is a bit of a classical scent that's modern. So that's gonna be Jaguar for Men Imperial. This fragrance here has like cypress, artemisia, ginger, nutmeg, violet leaf, and other notes out there. This is just an herbal, aromatic scent with some soft spices to it. Again, not for me, but definitely for the mature gentleman out there. Someone who is a little bit older. This time, when I mean mature, not really like young guy with an old soul. This is more of an older man scent. But if you're a young guy with an old soul and you like it, then more power to you. But for me, this is just something that just does not work well on my skin. And I don't really like the note breakdown. But it's a very versatile fragrance for that classical man that's modern. Because that's what this fragrance is, all right? And longevity off this for a fragrance that's only like $22, $23 is solid with 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 4, now this one is a powdery fragrance that I like. Hugo Boss Bottled Night, all right? So this has musk, woods, violet. The violet does add that powdery nuance, lavender, and birch. So it's a fresh, powdery scent with woods. I really like this one. Compared to this powderiness, it doesn't work well. This one does. Very versatile. You can dress it down to dressing it up, daytime, nighttime, and even though that this is Boss Night, you could wear this in the daytime. All right, so this will go very well, like in a nice suit and tie, like a nice fitted suit and tie to business casual. You gotta have to have that sense of style in order to really pull this one off. And longevity off this is solid with about 6 to 7 hours. In fragrance number 5, this whole brand is great when it comes to cheapies. Lacoste, but it's not gonna be an L12 fragrance. It's gonna be Lacoste L'Homme. So this has almond, citruses, rhubarb. The rhubarb in this adds something a little bit different, and in the rhubarb is very prominent. I really like that rhubarb note. Ginger, which is definitely there, woods, and vanilla. So this is a little bit more masculine in a sense compared to some of the other fragrances from this brand. I find that a lot of their fresh fragrances can be unisex, and they do have their feminine fragrances out there, but I do find that a lot of the fresh scents from this brand can actually be worn as a unisex scent. This is definitely more towards the guys out there. So it's ginger, rhubarb, a nice vanilla and almond, and voila. Aromatic, a little bit spicy, a little bit warm. It's a great scent, and and I did state that it's different than the other offerings. Lacoste is a very safe brand, all right? They're looking to make money, and they do all right. But they took a bit of a gamble with this one here. Like, they took a step outside the box and created something a little bit more unique and a little bit more daring in a sense, even though that this is a very mass appealing and easy to wear fragrance. For this brand, in my opinion, it is a bit of a gamble. It is a little bit of a daring fragrance. You can dress this one down to dressing it up. Not, again, an overly formal scent, but you can wear it with a suit and tie, but you can also wear it casually, but also to school as well. More of a college than high school than anything, and longevity is going to be about 6 to 7 hours. So guys, that is 5 more cheap fragrances for the autumn of 2022. Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. I will be working on this one in the next couple months, so do stay tuned for this one here. Alright, so and if you want to see other top 5 cheapy autumn lists, whether they're this year, this is actually the second video, or if you want to see previous years, then check out this side here. And if you like this very video, leave me one of these. Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.